Yes. Hello everyone. I'm Wendy, and my group member is Ankit, Sapana, and Nayala. We are going to talk about the Air New Zealand strategy contemporary marketing. Yes, I just have a general introduction here. Air New Zealand is Air New Zealand was named as 10th Emperor Airway Limited in 1940. There was a private company before that, but in 1765 it belonged to New Zealand government and became to and has had a individual line named NAC here. Yes, I'm going to talking about the pastel analyze. As we all know, pastel means the political factors, economic factors, social factors, technology factors, environment factors, and the legal factors. Yes, the first one is political factors. The laws coming from government are all belong to the political factors. So I give some examples here, and we can see legal framework for contract informants. This means I think everyone has an experience when you're booking the tickets. You will have to take the agree there, and then you can complete your payment. So the agree here is a contract for each other, both customers and the company. So if when the Air New Zealand cancel their flights, they have to arrange another flight to customer or give them refund. Yeah. So the second one is as listed, antitrust law relating transport, product labeling, and other requirements in transportation, industry safety regulation in the transportation sectors. So taxation, political stability, and the importance of transportation sectors in the country's economy are all the politics factors that influence on Air New Zealand. So the second one is economic factors. So what are the I listed several examples for economic factors. So the first one is education level in the economy, and the business cycle stages, economic growth rate, inflation rate, and the interest rate. I gonna explain inflation rate here. This because I just give you an example. Like 10 years ago, Air New Zealand sell a ticket around $30. Do you think it's also available today? So it must be not. So the companies should evaluate the inflation rate and to conduct their pricing. Yeah, and yeah, the third one is social factors. The social factors are including demographic and the skill level of the population, education levels, cultural attitudes. So I'm gonna explain detailedly for the first one here. So the population, how can I say, the marketing of our company should depending on the distribution of population. So how much you invest in a place, that would depending on how many people you are here and how many outcome you can have. So the fourth one is technological factors. Less emission, seat satisfaction, travel satisfaction, impact on cost contract, and the rate of technical deficiency. So the rate of technical deficiency here is preventing from copying from other companies, which means competitors. Yeah. Yes, legal factors. Legal factors include copyright patents, property laws, customer protections, employees, health and safety laws, data protection. So, what's legal factors are impact on Air New Zealand? That would be for example. Yeah, data protection. So Air New Zealand have to protect the information data from their customers. This is one of the data protection. So the last one is environment factors. The listed here all the environment factors influence Air New Zealand marketing strategy. So, for example, the first one, weather. The South in New Zealand, the South Island and the North Island, they have totally different climate and different weather. So it will influence Air New Zealand how to distribute their marketing and how to pricing in different area. So the second one, I'm going to talk about the characters of existing marketing manager. So what are the Air New Zealand marketing ads? In my opinion, there would be these three kinds. The first one is domestic traveler. Why I can say the domestic traveler? Because everyone knows because of the COVID-19, it's very few international flights are allowed to go. So they are at the moment they have to focus on domestic travelers. So the second one is business traveler. The reason for that because they are pricing much higher than other flights. So it means business traveler probably may have much more advantage or have more money to buy the flight tickets. So the third one is the customer asking for good experience, but not only for the price. Just for this one, just everyone knows, comparing with another a competitor of Air New Zealand, the Jetstar is pricing customer segments is totally different from Air New Zealand. So can I ask some audience question? Yeah, like Eric, would you like to answer me a question? So I give you a propose. So if you are going to travel to Auckland, the Air New Zealand ticket is like $100.
How much?
$100. Yeah. If the Jetstar is $50, which one would you like to choose?
Maybe the second one.
Jetstar. Yeah. So we can see Eric, like me, some the students don't have lot of money will choose Jetstar.
Right.
So let me answer.
A good marketer. He's a good marketer.
So let me ask a question to our people. Who is the richest one here? So can I ask a question?
Okay, first thing is I'm not the richest people here. Second thing,
Yeah.
okay, because the proposal you get here is like JSTAR is $50, almost half price compared to
Yeah,
Air New
yeah.
Zealand. In these
Yeah.
cases, definitely go for JSTAR. Why not, right? So
Yeah.
okay, for my cases, if
Yeah.
for example the price is not, let's say the range, right,
Yeah.
of the price differences is around $20 or something, I definitely go for Air New Zealand. So
Okay.
even for me, it's like I have my own acceptance level of the price range difference. Okay,
Yeah.
If it's a huge difference,
Yeah.
of course we go for the like much cheaper option, right?
Okay.
Yeah. But if it's like quite, let's say $20 difference, $30 difference,
Yeah.
then for me it's like compare with the customer service, compare with the let's say maybe the environment, then it's
Yeah.
definitely go for Air New Zealand. Okay.
Okay, so let's continue the answer according to the Nancy's answer and go back to Eric. Eric, so if there is a difference between $20 or $30, which one would you like to choose?
How much is it different? $20.
20, 30.
One more
I
thing,
just will do a
Eric,
research.
think this
What-
way,
what
because
I'm doing when
JetStar not always on time, and they
Yeah.
cancel flight a
Yeah.
lot and not even follow
Yeah, but
you
that
at the last
depends.
We
minute.
have enough time to wait.
I know you.
What kind of trip I'm doing? What kind of I don't know.
But
Yeah.
Nancy, and even Air New Zealand also do cancel flights as well, so you can't.
But compared to JetStar, it's like not that often. Huh?
I fly many times, but I don't have any experience like that. But I have experience with Air New Zealand when I traveling to Queenstown.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it depends, isn't it?
in
Right?
general,
Yeah.
Yeah.
In general,
Probably that.
yeah.
But if depending on the difference of price, then probably the people will consider to if people have enough money to get the tickets from Air New Zealand, they will go to Air New Zealand. Yeah.
I don't have it.
Yeah, so yes, Jetstar is coming here. So I'm going to talk about the competitors for the Air New Zealand. So what's the difference between these two companies? It will be the prices, customer service, certifications, and experience. These are all the reasons why Air New Zealand could price them higher than Jetstar. So as we all know, the domestic flights in New Zealand only have two choices. That is Jetstar and Air New Zealand. But how about so what's the advantage of comparing with Air China? The advantage of Air New Zealand should be they have local flight permission, because there's no flight here for Air China. So, but the advantage of Air China should be international pricing. I think in my experience, so I always go to Air China. I haven't choose any one time for Air New Zealand when I go abroad. The reason for that is I can speak Chinese to the customer service, and I can have lower price if I go back China. Yeah.
No, don't go back.
Oh, yes, I won't go back. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so, Wendy, but I
Yeah.
do have several questions.
Yeah.
Okay, so when we start with partial analysis, okay, for the political factors, move all the laws to the legal factors. You don't need to talk about the laws on the political factors. Okay,
Okay.
save it for legal factors.
Okay.
And then you, in the economic factors, you measure the educational level in the economy. Why you put it there? It's just social factors.
Yeah, can I explain here? Yeah, cause higher education probably will have better jobs, and the better jobs means you have much more salary.
Okay, so which
Yeah.
means this is like factors that may, like say, combine, right?
Yeah.
Economy and social.
Yes,
Okay.
it is.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine. All right.
Yeah.
And then it's like for the social factors, technology factors. Okay, these two factors. It's good you listed all the possible, right? The factors there, but what is not enough is impact discussion. Quite brave. You not
Yeah.
really go deep into it.
Okay, yeah.
So try to think about that. And then it's like the last one, the environmental. There you mentioned about the weather, about the different climate, right?
Yeah.
In different cities.